With Fred going to war with Twitter right now, this will be the most anticipated battle of all time. Mark Zuckerberg versus Elon Musk, and Mark Zuckerberg has stepped up to the plate. Just provide me a place. For weeks, the world has been buzzing about this fight. I was talking to both Elon, and he was dead serious about this Elon Musk challenge. This is a brief question that I've trained with both. What beats two of the most powerful billionaires going head-to-head with each other in an MA fight? One fight, the thought of these two meeting in the octagon, is so exciting there's nothing quite like two people who seem to have the world in their hands willing to risk it all against each other in the octagon, because we are about to be between a lifetime fight. But that's not all. With a 70-pound weight disparity, this will be one of the most epic size versus skill battles of all time. Yes, Knockweed Davy versus Jerome LeBanner, much like Knockweed Davy and Jerome LeBanner. Mark Zuckerberg will be the tiny warrior taking on the mighty. Let us now take a minute to appreciate the combat. The brave tiny warrior is going against a behemoth, and with a weight differential of 77 pounds, you'd assume the big would easily win. After all, he was one of the best kickboxers of all time. Let's take a moment to appreciate how much of a badass Knockweed Davy was. This is how we feel about Elon Musk, and he surely can't skate transition. If you do step up Elon Musk, be prepared to be destroyed by Mark, just as Twitter is being destroyed by Fred's. I'll state my position clearly. I do not believe my stance you deserve power over Starlink. You seem to consistently count out two authoritarian governments in the name of preventing World War III. You seem to be willing to let the little guys such as Taiwan and Ukraine get smashed by the big guys. I believe you are firmly on the wrong side of history. Taiwan is actually one of the most democratic, free, and peaceful countries on the planet. I reside here, and I have to ask you what happened to your freedom-fighting spirit here. Teddy Roosevelt once stated that peace at any cost would ruin America. Who were you to sacrifice a free-loving country? Thank goodness you are not leaving America right now, for we will be gone soon. Already, perhaps we should stop giving you our semiconductor chips. And I'd like to personally remind you that a large percentage of your Tesla parts come from us now. Is this why you're picking on Zuck with a 70-pound weight difference? Only one person is being courageous here. Pick on someone your own size, or at least move the way closer. Bear in mind, Elon has trained in 4 different martial arts, but Zach has only trained for 1 year. If Elon genuinely cares about freedom, he should remove commercial interests out of authoritarian nations that do not support freedom, rather than actually live by his ideals. Elon supports turmoil in the name of freedom with his social media rules, and even if he means well, the effects of social media anarchy are far-reaching. He has no idea what he's doing on Twitter. If Elon is the best Twitter leader, why did he need to stand down so quickly? I must inquire as to why Elon is your advocate. For what reason? Because he is the wealthiest guy in the world. He is your champion for liberty. Popular manufactures cool automobiles, rockets, and flamethrowers. Good, I understand where your beliefs are. Here's why we're Team Zuck. Here's why I'd pick Zuck as my champion every day. You see how much his family and leadership adore him. It appears to me that they all value psychology, which is why Fred's is so beneficial to its users. All of my favorite thought leaders enjoy going there since it's a welcoming environment with the greatest degree of free information. Express that the world should not tear each other down, which I believe Elon has pushed the world to do on Twitter. If we explore why Twitter is chaotic, all we need to do is look at Elon's personal life. Elon has been married 3 times. His first wife said she was treated like an employee, and the length of his long-term partnerships continues to shorten. If Elon's personal life is chaotic and he doesn't comprehend love, what are the consequences when he has control over the entire world? This is why his stance towards Taiwan, Ukraine, and his policies on Twitter is not one founded on love Mark Zuckerberg. Love. You see, we have the opposite with Team Zuckerberg doesn't know what the future holds for him, can do his part to move the world forward. Then we owe it to the world to do our part too. Zach's wife Priscilla is a very inspirational person. I don't love the spotlight. I'm here because people told me it'd be good for CCI from a difficult refugee background. She works hard to help with education and human potential. Grandparents were business people in Saigon when the war broke out and they were persecuted. The only way out was to put their children on boats and send them off to sea, hoping to find opportunity on the other side. They had one beacon. It's like education was the pathway to a better future as the source of his inspiration, and the best thing that happened to him at Harvard. She just cares enormously about people. But my fondest Harvard memory is meeting Priscilla, and since Priscilla is the most important person in my life, you might argue that it was the most significant item I constructed during my time here. Zach's mother was a psychiatrist who left practice to care for her family. She encouraged a love of learning over performance for its own purpose. The world misunderstands Zuck, but they will realize who he is after this struggle. Believe me. Elon works extremely hard. He's extremely passionate. He's clueless. And I'm sure he's a lot of fun to hang out and party with. With that said, what I see is a generational entrepreneur who overcomes loneliness with power and achievement. He probably means well and wants to serve the world, but I believe he is led by pain rather than love. You stated that you can't and don't want to be alone. I believe that love of work, in my experience, may best make one halfway happy again. I ask you, why is Elon your champion? I believe he can do better, and I believe we can do better. What are your thoughts? Facebook and also Threads, because it seldom happens on Twitter. My prediction for the fights is that Zuck will knock out Elon. Everyone expects Zuck to grapple and go for a submission, which is certainly one path to victory, but I believe Zuck will surprise everyone with striking, similar to how Not Weed shocked the world in his fight against a Romula banner in reality. I believe Elon is afraid of Zuck and does not want to fight, whereas Zuck has real courage and is fully prepared to take on the giants. The world is tired of Elon's self-serving lives, whereas Mark Zuckerberg and cares about sports, which is why I am on Team Zuck. Whose team are you on? And why I look forward to your thoughts. Thanks for watching another episode of Lawrence Kenshin Striking Breakdowns. Your contributions keep our channel running.